Hello, good morning. Good morning. It is Friday and today I'm gonna varnish some paintings because I'm getting ready for an art show. Yeah, I got a lot of things to finish up, so you guys can hop on. I realized that the camera is upside down, but you should be able to see me right side up. Okay, so for today, these are all acrylic paintings. So I'm gonna be using the Liquitex acrylic gloss varnish. Hey Kylie! Hi! So nice to see you here. Hey Harry! Hi! Sorry, I forgot to post on Discord that I'll be live, but here you are. Great! So I'm just gonna get some of this varnish on here. I'm gonna put a generous amount because I'm gonna be varnishing a lot of canvases. So this is the way this is going, right side up, kind of like this. It's the Mandelbrot set with a person meditating in there. It's turned sideways for the canvas because this doesn't fit the whole way. So I also have some water here. I use the water to keep my paintbrush wet. Rag. Okay. You're drawing a space monkey. That's cool. I can't wait to see that. So I'm using this paintbrush. Generally, I really love these paintbrushes, but this one might be damaged. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that I cleaned it enough before I put it away. It's got a little bit stiff. But I really do like to varnish canvases. Very satisfying process for me. Really turns the painting so vibrant. Thank you, Kylie. This is one of my favorites. It's kind of abstract, but you know, it's a fractal. I love fractals. Mathematical equation. Oh, it's a little bit milky in the beginning, but it should turn, as it dries, it's gonna turn transparent. I'm just going really light layers. I don't want to make them too thick. Just then, better let it dry, and then after a couple hours, I'm gonna give it another coat and probably another one after a couple more hours. So the point, the trick with varnish is not to brush too vigorously. Just go nice and slowly, because then it can get all milky and you know, sticky. So what are you guys doing today, Friday, Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving? Did you feast yesterday? Well, this one also glows in the dark. It's actually kind of rough because I use pigments, and those pigments are really, really rough. But now that I'm gonna put this on, it's gonna smooth everything out. I find it very meditative, very relaxing to just varnish it. It allows me to admire my artwork and very celebratory feeling. that thing when you're done with the painting. Oh, what a gratifying feeling. Some of these I finished a while ago, but I just never really sure when you're done with the painting sometimes, you know? Sometimes you just have to sign it and get it over with because I have too many. And I have an art show coming up. So, getting ready for the art show, hoping to sell some paintings. A lot of smaller ones that I did this year. This year I didn't do a whole lot of big ones, just a couple. I did a lot more smaller canvases. This is an 18 by 24, I think. A bunch of these. So I'm just going in one direction this first layer, then the second time I'm gonna go the other way. You see how dark it darkens it? Maybe you can. Every single stroke makes it more vibrant. Relaxing, yeah. Yeah, join in, Harry. I'm in Discord. I know, I find it so relaxing and satisfying to varnish. Let me know if I need to move you over to the streaming channel. Look sideways to make sure there are no unpainted areas. Go on. Check to see if I need to move you, Harry. Hey, Harry.
Hey,
How's it going?
it's going good. I'm making like Spice Monkey. Like, have you seen Fight Club?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's inspired from that.
Oh, that's cool. I love
Yeah,
Fight Club.
yeah. I've been a big nerd on like these, movies. I might rewatch Pulp Fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Pulp Fiction?
Yeah.
I assume you have. Yeah, you have a good taste in movies.
Thanks.
Yeah, yeah. So how is everything? Like you're varnishing acrylic paintings?
Everything's
How
good.
long? How long before you varnish an acrylic painting?
Well, with acrylic, they dry so fast. You can really varnish it after a couple of days when it dries, you know. Uh,
Ah, interesting.
yeah. Acrylic is really easy. It dries very fast. But I've painted these
Dry
like months ago, and I just
dries really fast. Yes, easy. Questionable.
yeah.
You know.
I mean, it's versatile, you know. You can make effects. I mean, it's a learning experience, but you can create some effects that look like oil with acrylic, or you can make some effects that look like watercolor with acrylic. So it you can make a lot of things with it. But yeah, it's a matter of learning.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I mean, it is versatile, but like, most of the times when people paint in acrylics, they're trying to get the look of oil paints.
Hmm.
which is kind of baffling to me.
What is?
Like people using acrylics to
Mm-hmm.
get the look of oil paints.
Mm-hmm.
Why not just use oils?
Well, because you need certain things with oils, like you need solvent. A lot of people don't like the smell, and oils dry so slow. And with acrylics, if you work really fast, you can get a lot of pieces done fast. And then maybe you don't have a place to store everything. With acrylics, you can just stack them.
No, you
So,
can stack with oils as well. You know that,
yeah,
right?
but they don't dry as fast if you work on fast
Yeah.
paintings.
So
I don't know.
just do the first layer in acrylics and then just like go over with oils, I guess.
Yeah. Also, I think acrylics, they're cheaper, and
They're
people might
cheaper,
find
yes.
that a little easier, especially when you're learning.
That's true, but like oils last way longer than acrylics do.
Do they?
Hmm?
Do they?
Yeah, they do. Like I have a tube of like paint which is like cyanine green,
Mm-hmm.
right? You must have heard of it. Yeah, it lasts. It's been like I bought that uh this summer, right? In March or May, I don't remember,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's still practically full. It's still practically full. And
Oils
it
last
depends on the
longer.
pigment. It
Yeah, it
depends on the
depends.
pigment.
Right.
Like, you know, you run out of white paint quite a bit, but that's true with acrylics as well. So it just
Oh,
depends on
yeah.
the pigment,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, oils is just like so much better. You should try them. Just try them. That's why I've hopped on, not like hop to Discord, just to convince you to try oils one day.
I will. Hang on. I have, well, I started already. I told you with the
Yeah.
water
I saw the
mixable
painting
oil.
like that you did. That was really
Yeah.
good.
I have all
Like
these
compared to my first attempt, amazing.
I have my water mixable oils, so that's gonna be my introduction in oils. Cause
Yeah,
it's
water
like,
mixable are really nice, but
yeah.
from what I hear, they're not as bright
Hmm.
than traditional compared to traditional oils.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
and you can paint. Go ahead.
yeah. I definitely
No,
look
you're saying
forward.
you can paint without solvents as
Mm-hmm.
well with traditional oils. That's what how I do most of the times.
You use oil, like linseed oil and walnut oil to blend and to.
No, I don't even use like solvents for like mediums for the most part.
Oh,
Try to
how?
use paint straight from the tube itself, unless
Mm-hmm.
I want to glaze,
Mm-hmm.
right? Unless I want to like add a second layer, I paint in two layers. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing more complicated.
So, how do you clean your brushes?
That's where the solvent comes in. It's after the painting is over. While
Mm.
painting, I use tissues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like so much better than dipping into solvent after every pile or whatever. You save one solvent, you don't get exposed to it as much,
Mm-hmm. Well,
right?
I guess let me tell you why I started with acrylics, because I started with uh the way my art journey started is basically I painted on furniture in the beginning, but then when we moved to our house, I started painting the walls. So basically that's latex paints, it's water-based paint. So then I just went with acrylics because that was the closest medium, and that's how I just continued. I'm basically a muralist, so for walls oils are a little more very smelly and more toxic, and they dry
Not
slower.
really. The oils are not toxic. That's a myth.
Well, the solvents they have more volatile organic compounds, the paints themselves, they have
No,
more
paints.
of those.
No, no, paints do not have that. Solvents, yes, I can agree with you on that end. Solvents, yes. That's why I try to limit my use with solvents. paints themselves are basically actually safer than acrylic paints.
Even when you get, the wall paints? I don't know.
What do you mean wall paints?
Because I started painting walls, murals. Like, you get one of those gallon things from the home improvement store. Those have a lot of volatile organic compounds. Even the latex ones do. But yeah, I'll definitely work with oils. Very excited about it.
Yeah,
Next
yeah, yeah.
year.
Next year, seriously,
Next year, we
why
have
not
like a month left, man.
months? A month of head start would be really good. Maybe.
You're funny.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I have a lot of, just painting time. I have to get
Okay,
ready for
makes
this
sense.
art show. I have to get ready, get planned and everything. So, yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. So what's the art show about?
So it's basically most of my art. I'll display it at my friend's art studio. Just putting everything
Oh,
out there, and I have a lot of new pieces. I'll put some of my older, bigger pieces, like the ones in the thumbnail. Those are my older, bigger ones. And I'll have those there too. I hope to sell some stuff because I have so many that I need to make space for, new art. You gotta
yeah, makes
sell
sense.
some things
Yeah, yeah,
before
yeah.
you keep making.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, coming back to like, I don't know why I did not mention this point before, and it seems like I'm stretching the topic, but like one last point,
Hmm.
oils can dry within a day. Just don't use walnut oil or like, stand oil.
Really?
Use something, yeah, yeah, yeah. They dry in a day. Depends on what medium you use.
Mm,
Two
okay.
days if you don't use any medium. 2 to 3 days.
Oh.
Like if you paint thin, that is,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you know, it's just like I don't know what kind of I don't know why people use oils to like take so much longer than it needs to.
Hmm.
Just yeah, whatever. I thought I'd mention that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Good
yeah.
to know. Yeah, I noticed that my water mixable oils, when I used it for the first time, I was expecting it to not get dry for like weeks. And within a day or two, they were dry. I'm like, oh, I guess they're not going to give me as much time to work with them as I thought they would. But,
Yeah, and see, here's the thing, right? Like with oils, when people say they dry, they're not really drying; they're curing.
mm,
So they're not like evaporating water; they're
yeah.
absorbing oxygen to form chemical bonds.
Hmm.
So that stuff takes like some time, but it's not that long.
Hmm.
Yeah, that stuff like takes like around 6 months. But if you paint thin and I'm sorry, just lost track of my thought.
That's okay.
Yeah, basically just paint thin. You'll be able to varnish in 3 months. Not that big a deal.
Oh.
Or maybe just buy a varnish that allows you to varnish the painting once it's dry,
Hmm.
like touch dry. That's just a Gamsol product that's there. Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway, so you just varnishing all the paintings you have
Yeah.
in this session.
Hmm. Yeah,
Cool,
pretty
cool, cool.
easy. Have some really ones that I really like how they came out. Do you make art and then sell it, or do you make commissions too for people, Harry?
I I do commissions, but like I don't get a lot of them,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I need to basically like I do one commission a year or so,
Mm-hmm.
but that's why I'm trying to delve into NFT markets.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah,
Did you start with that? With
uh,
NFTs?
I'm going to start with them, and with my NFT journey, I have a new passion as well,
Mm-hmm.
hating on Gary Vee.
What's that?
Hating Gary Vee. That's my new like passion.
Oh. Oh.
I hate him. I genuinely hate.
Oh. Why?
He's so annoying. I never found him interesting in the first place, right? I've always found him annoying, but like things got bad when I got into the NFT market and like started to learn things about him.
Huh.
He manipulates the market, right? He loots his fan base of money, right? Because like he artificially increases the value of particular NFT groups
Mm-hmm.
and sells shitty drawings for like thousands of dollars, right?
Mm.
And he talks about like, oh, I'd rather be poor than rich in today's generation, even though he never experienced poverty before,
Yeah.
not even once. He's born in a rich household,
Hmm.
right? Got lucky with some predictions
Hmm.
because he had access to money, so he made some investments and became a billionaire.
So there's actually a niche, there's actually a community that hates Gary Vee.
Not in the NFT market, I'll tell you that much. People people in the market love him. They're like, oh, he's such a smart guy or
uh,
whatever, you know.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he is right about certain things, like certain predictions he did come to like, accurately like come up with accurate. It's just like just chance, nothing else. People are so stupid, can't see through this dumb shit.
Yeah. People are, aren't they? So do you have already NFT work out there?
No, I'm working on some things, right? Like some series of paintings. But I'm trying to understand the market before I invest into anything or mint anything.
Mm-hmm.
You need
Yeah.
some money in order to sell your stuff as well. So like I'm trying to understand like how to maximize that before I get into the market itself.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, Kylie. I really appreciate it. These are some of my favorite pieces.
Hey Laura, I'll be back in a minute or so.
Okay, no
Yeah, yeah.
problem.
I don't know how long, but I'm saying hopefully it's a minute or so.
Okie dokie, Harry. See you soon.
Yeah. See you.
This is an acrylic pour that I did with a kitchen sink strainer, and then it dried really interestingly. Every time I do a kitchen sink, every now and then I get something really cool happening. Once I got a beautiful bird. I got this beautiful alien lady. So then during the live stream, I just brought out her eyes, and just gave her a little bit of a highlight and a little more definition. And I painted in these bubbles, just highlighting them. I really enjoyed doing this one. I love this one a lot. Gotta go and put it away. There's only so many places I can put my art. And a way to try. Alright, see what's next. Doing a smaller one. I'm thinking about... Yeah, it's a pour. I couldn't have done all of those. All of those details. I mean, I could have, but it would have taken me a long time. A lot more clean than I could do it with a paintbrush. This is a paintbrush work, a part of a series. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna varnish them all. This is another one of them. And then I have a bigger one that I actually want to put a quote on this one. So I don't necessarily need to sell them as a series, but I made them with a series in mind. So this has the black 3.0 black. See how matte it is? It's so cool. Oh, that's more like it. Okay. Yeah, I really love this black. It's only on the outside. I actually want to write bee pollen on the jar, so I guess this isn't ready yet for for varnishing. I still have a few pieces that are not ready to varnish, so then I want to put some a quote on this, but I think I can go ahead and varnish it and then put a quote with a Posca marker or with some sort of marker afterwards, after it's all dry and varnished, and then maybe even put some I can resin some of these too. This is the first series that I have, they are all resined. This one is ready, so I'll just go with this one first. Thank you, Kylie, I appreciate it. Oh, it's this way, sorry. I had them upside down. Forgot that I didn't switch on my camera to be the way I needed it to be. This paintbrush is good after all. It's not as stiff as I thought it would be, but it's really nice because it doesn't shed and the hairs are just soft and stiff enough, just right. The right kind of stiffness. Look sideways to see where I varnished. One is called Be Undisturbed. I had this painting on my garage door for a while. In summer. I like to paint my sides for sometimes even for smaller pieces like this, for ones that don't have the thick or the heavy, the deep, that's what it is, the deep canvases. Sometimes I even paint the sides of the smaller frames. I just find that it holds everything together, it wraps around. I find it stylish. I didn't always do this, and some of my other ones, some of my simpler ones don't have it, but ones that are a little more special, I take my time to do it. I'm gonna push this further like that. I also have some really simple ones. Get some tea. I already have a little fruit fly in my tea. Yummy. Okay, what else? Let's do a couple of smaller ones. I have some of these little pores. Where are the other ones? Pour these with... Pour these at once. I think it goes kind of like this. I don't remember exactly, but it was one thing. It was poured at once. Not exactly sure how. Maybe something like this. Yeah, the sides make it look more finished. This is a really simple one. I wanted to do something on top of this, to paint something on top, but I just never did. And honestly, I like it just like this. Pretty cool as a set or by themselves. They have a little bit of iridescence in there. I like it. Pretty cool paints in here. These are also acrylic pours. Do you use varnish for your paintings too, Kylie? What varnish do you like to use if you do? I prefer the paint on Liquitex to sprays. I've used sprays, but I just don't find it as substantial. I find that the Liquitex provides a much thicker protection against scratches and stuff like that. But I have sprayed. Especially drawings where you can't really paint on. I do spray those with protective varnish so they don't rub off whatever's on paper too. That looks pretty good. And then I have sometimes, after I'm done with the gloss, I usually do the gloss, a couple of gloss layers first, and then sometimes I do the matte varnish as a last coat, if I don't want it to be shiny. So I might decide on some of them that I prefer for them to be matte, and then I'll just do a matte coat, the last one. But the instructions say that even when you do that, you should do gloss varnish first and then do the matte varnish last. You can just get a satin, which is a medium in between. And sometimes I even mix the gloss and the matte to make a satin finish if I don't have the satin and I want a more not really decided between the gloss and the matte. A satin is a good compromise. It's still brilliant but not overly glossy. I think this one is my favorite. I really love that cobalt blue in there. I have a lot. Hey, Lewis! Hi! I have a lot that are needing to be varnished at the moment. I often use Winsor & Newton. Yeah, I think I've used that too. I do have some Winsor & Newton something. I don't remember what. How's it going, Lewis? Wanna jump in the stream? You can. Harry was just in, but he had to run for a minute. If you're free. No, it's Black Friday, Thanksgiving weekend. Things are kind of hectic for people, but I like, you know, my family's home. My husband and daughter are home, so kind of really slow and relaxing day. We're each kind of doing our own thing. I wouldn't even dream of going outside. So before I actually listened, because I watched your video, Lewis, about how to varnish paintings, I'm like, maybe I have something to learn. So then I learned that you only buy a small container in order to not let your, in order for it not to get dry and old and stale. And I usually go for the big container. I got my I got this before I watched your video. So I got now a liter of gloss varnish to use. It's still good though. I shake it every now and then to make sure that it doesn't deposit on the bottom, because the matte varnish tends to do that. I noticed that it separates, but then when you shake it, it's not. Hey Pete! Hey buddy! How's it going? Everybody off today? To digest that big meal from yesterday? How's it going? See. Restorer told me to get the small one. They go a long way. Yeah. They do. Let's see what else am I gonna do. Let's do a dragon eye. Yeah. This guy, the dragon eye. Painted it a while ago and it's not varnished. I have a collection of dragon eyes that I need to rehome. Get some of these aside. Okay. If I varnished every week, I would buy a larger one. You just want a bit of a refresh, it's all. Yeah. You drawing? Cool. What are you drawing? You're drawing your butt? Or are you drawing that lady? Are you doing your commission, Pete? Oh, this is gonna be quite relaxing, quite satisfying. I hope. I hope it will be. I love varnishing. Very nostalgic feeling. It's like, ah, at last, you're done. When do you need when are you gonna do your second roast, Lewis? So I know when to send you the picture. I need to figure out what picture to send you. Or if you have something in mind, if you've seen one of my, paintings or drawings and you have something in mind to roast, let me know. I'll be happy to give you whatever you want, because I'm not really sure what you would want to roast. I've done a few portraits, but they kind of suck. But if you want to roast those, that's fine. I'll take the humiliation. It's alright. I don't have any feelings. Are you working on your painting, Lewis? All of it at the moment. It's all split up during the day around. Wow. 9 to 12 hours of drawing? That's insane. That is insane. If any of you want to jump on and chat, that's fine. But no pressure. Confident in my entertaining powers. Although lonely. Going to paint shortly. Very soon, just send me anything you want. I plan on doing several videos, so I'll take multiple videos. Works over time, doesn't need to be good. Thank you. I went there. So I don't have to worry about making it good. Now on this one I didn't do the sides, because the larger paintings with the thin sides, I just don't find them as rewarding to paint the sides. Especially, I think I did this during a live stream, and when I work during a live stream, generally I don't take it off the easel. The bottom is always covered by the easel and the top. And then I just forget. And then I can't get the right colors, or I'm just too lazy, or some sort of reason. Send me some more today if you have something. Okay, I will. I will send you. Might send you the Vlad Cepes watercolor drawing, because I kind of know what I did wrong with that one. But it's really small, you know? It's small. But if I send you something that is more portrait oriented, then you have maybe a better feedback to give me. Maybe I should send you some figures. I don't have many figures, like human figures. But I'm going to work on figures next year. That will be my focus. Figures and faces and trying to make a cohesive body of work. Okay. Wait. Sweet and sour. Bittersweet. Okay, where am I putting this one? You're right with you guys. Painting away. Without dropping my headphones. Okay. Smaller space possible. Maybe not. Sure, there's a smaller space in it. Let's do another dragon eye. To be honest, I feel like I could keep working on these, but I don't know if it's worth it, so I'm gonna varnish them. I don't know. You ever have an artwork that you just don't have the energy to work on it anymore? You just want to, you know, say goodbye. So some of these are those. Not all. Some of them I really love and they're finished, but some, like this one, I know I could improve on it. I just don't want to. I would start over to make a proper, better dragon eye, but I wouldn't really put my efforts into this. I could give it a nice house. Actually, it has some, the gloss varnish brings out all that iridescent color it's got inside, because when it's flat, you don't really see the iridescence as much, but when it's varnished, oh, cool. Hey, Arabella from Netherlands, welcome. What time is it in the Netherlands? Very nice to have you here. Just having a chill, relaxing day. of varnishing painting. Trick with varnishing is not over brushing. Put it down, you know, in one coat, and then maybe you can go over once, you know, really softly to kind of even out the brush strokes, but don't over brush because it's gonna get milky. It's gonna, if it dries and you go over it while it's in the process of drying, it's gonna make some nasty textures on there. So just make sure that it's all covered, and do so by just looking sideways into the glare and see if something is too thick, and you can even it out. The 5:45, dinner time. Well, enjoy your dinner. Hope you have something yummy to eat. We just have had breakfast recently. Well, it's almost probably lunchtime maybe. I really like this one actually. This one also glows in the dark. The other one glows in the dark too. Do I have a flashlight here? I think I have a flashlight here. But if I do, I will shine it on. Those little rays glow. Just put it aside here for now.
Sorry I took this long. Oh god.
Well, that's alright,
Hello.
Harry. Welcome back.
Hey everybody. Oh, I got lectured for something that like trivial.
Lectured?
It's just lectures, like standard lectures. This is what I call it's like, you know, like, oh, you should be religious or whatever.
Oh. Who
Yeah.
lectured you? Who dare they? How dare they?
Or it's like go to, you know, temple and everything. Ah, God, please stop. I don't get that concept. It's like if I'm religious, right? Do I really need to go somewhere to pray to God? Like, isn't he everywhere? Isn't that the point of God?
Yeah. Yes, they did come to life even more with the varnish. I agree. Oh, here's one that I did a while ago. Actually, this is good for figure painting. I actually did this from a reference photo. I used to do capoeira, this Brazilian martial art.
Oh, you used to do capoeira?
Uh-huh, yeah.
You're really cool. Jeez.
Thanks. It was a lot of fun, but then
yeah.
when I started, you know, going more like all in with YouTube and my business, then I had to stop. Now this is really gonna come to life with a varnish, because it's very, very flat. I think maybe this is varnished. I think this is varnished with flat varnish.
You should try jiu-jitsu. Try your
Yeah.
hand at that. Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I bet. It just, you know, not enough time to do everything that I want. I would like to go back to capoeira, but just such a time commitment, you know? It's community.
Jiu-jitsu, it's just like 1 hour a day, you know, more than good. More than enough. Just good to go. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if I have 1 extra hour a day.
You don't have an hour a day for yourself?
Well, I already take a lot of hours a day for myself, so I can't take another one.
I mean, you do workout, right? So it's just replace it with workout.
Yeah. Not the same, though.
It's really yeah, but it's better in my book. So
well, it's a matter of opinion, Harry.
I'm very opinionated.
Yes.
Ah, jeez, yeah. Can't say the words.
I
Yeah.
see that. That's good. It's good to have an opinion. Yes, everybody
Not on
has one.
everything. Not on everything. Not always.
Well, it's good to have an opinion and to understand that everybody else has an opinion, and it's okay if they don't have the same opinion as you, and you can still be friends.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Like
true. That's true. That's true.
opinions are. I heard was a funny quote. Opinions are like armpits. Everybody has one, and some of them stink. But it's
Yeah,
true,
yeah.
Like,
I just smelled an armpit of an opinion then.
what's that?
Nothing. Not about you. It's about what I went through right now. It's just like, drains you of energy and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really weird.
So
I'm
cool.
just
I
happy with
look.
my space monkey.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I was gonna say I look forward to seeing your space monkey. Is it
I
that
can.
scene where what's his name? Edward Norton was shaving. Oh, somebody was shaving his head, and then Tyler Durden, smacked his head, and he says,
Okay,
"Space
that's a really
monkey."
cool. No, 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 no. I'm actually drawing a monkey with the astronaut helmet,
Uh huh.
smoking,
Oh,
looking at Earth from a
cool.
space shuttle.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm literally drawing a space monkey.
Cool. Sounds
Yeah.
like fun.
Hopefully it turns out nice. I don't know. Let's
Yeah.
see. I like this graphic, like, pop art ish look nowadays. So that's what I'm going for. Like, something like that. It's a pop arty vibe to it. I don't know if that makes sense at all.
What did you just say? I had to take my headphones off to put the canvas away.
Yeah, I said like I like this pop art aesthetic nowadays.
Which aesthetic?
Pop art,
Oh,
like
pop art.
POP.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's what I'm trying to, emulate in my
Mm-hmm.
stuff, like small
Yeah.
sketches that I
Yeah.
do for myself.
Mm-hmm. I really like pop art. I would like to learn how to do it because it simplifies, planes, and it simplifies a lot of things. Makes it
Yeah, it
easier to see
simplifies
something.
colors as well. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
mostly it. It's just, simplifies colors and then
Mm.
saturates them.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can simplify the planes. That's a stylistic choice or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But colors is where the magic happens for the
Mm-hmm.
most part.
Yeah. I really like what you're doing. It is pop art where pop art meets realism where you are right now, and I like it. But if you go
Yeah.
even more pop art, I don't know, it'll get more pop art. But I like your style. Yeah, it's
I
cool.
think I think I'm finding my sketching style. That's like, for me kind of thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I'm sticking with this for the most part. If I don't come up with any changes, that is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
So
paint.
where's everybody?
Where is everybody? I don't know. Louis was here briefly,
Yeah,
and
Lewis was here.
Pete was
Uh,
here. Yeah.
yeah.
Arabella, and who else?
Sorry I took this long. Couldn't
Oh, it's all
leave
right.
earlier. Wanted to. It's like, yeah, yeah. Just sitting in the lecture is like, what's Laura doing now?
Where are you
like this.
now?
Hmm?
Where are you now, Harry?
I'm in India, Mumbai.
Oh, right. At home? Are you at home?
Yeah,
Ah.
I'm at home. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That's where I got lectured. Yeah, just you don't get lectured elsewhere. It's not
No, at
comfortable for
school.
family members. It's not comfortable for family members.
No.
Yeah, yeah. Thankfully, my parents are okay with me being the way I am. My
Yeah.
dad thinks my opinions will change over time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to challenge that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't like to be like, oh, I'm not going to be like this. Because oh, Pete's still here. Hey, Pete. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like to challenge people like that. It's stupid. It's like you don't know where you're going to head. It's a very
Right.
arrogant way to go about life. What I
Yeah.
don't like is people shoving their opinions down my throat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's something I can't tolerate personally. But I
Yeah,
don't know. I'm just 19.
Yeah, it's a matter of maturity. For a long time, like I'm almost twice your age. I'm almost twice your age, and I've learned to let some stuff go. Let some shit go, and not really take it so personally. And I think it's a matter of maturity, and it's a matter of experience
True,
to
true, true.
really
It's
understand
just
that your opinions are also maybe flawed, and you're also seeing from your perspective. And even if not, I mean,
yeah,
everybody has right to
their
their
own
opinions,
perspective. Yeah.
and other people's opinions don't diminish you. Like
No, no, no.
and
The thing is, like, the reason this stuff is irritating is because, like, I get this lecture every time. It's like
mm,
every single time we sit together, it's about this, nothing else.
mm-hmm.
So that's when it gets to me. I'm like, okay, can we stop now?
I still get lectured by my mom every time I talk to her on the phone, because she mm, she's the more practical, pragmatic kind of person that doesn't think that art is what's gonna pay the bills and stuff, and she thinks that this is just plain. And she still tells me to go and get a real job. Like, okay,
Like,
mom, okay, I will talk to you next time. And the next time she tells me the same thing. Like, you have such a beautiful presence on camera. Maybe you can be like a TV personality. Like, you can be a newscast. Like, are you
yeah,
freaking kidding?
newscast. Yeah, yeah,
A
sure. Sell your
newscast.
soul with it as well.
Oh my god. Like, seriously, it's
Yeah,
hilarious.
might as well sell your soul. Being
So,
an anchor.
yeah, I get lectured all the time by this and that and the other thing, and so many things. Like, she's not happy with me, and you know what? I'm not happy with myself in a lot of situations, and that's also a thing to be okay with. That you're not okay with where you are, and to be okay with where you are, and just knowing that.
Yeah, I'm kind of okay with where I am philosophically. Like, spirit, like, call it spirituality, call it philosophy,
Mm-hmm.
call it beliefs. I'm fairly comfortable. I'm fairly confident that we don't know about, God and everything. It's just
Mm-hmm.
about, being a nice person at the end of the day. That's what it comes down to. It's nothing more than that.
Right. Yes.
The whole
And
point of
yeah.
religion is just to be nice to other people.
Mm-hmm.
And those people who are less inclined to do that, like, there's like a person up there looking down at you, and after you die you have to face them, and they can do anything that they want,
Mm-hmm.
and they will punish you if you do something wrong. So yeah, it's good to keep people in check, those who are less stable using
Yeah.
religion. This is assuming that there's no God, right? Still think there's value in religion that way. And if there is one point, is like, I'm pretty sure, like, God is not this egomaniac who needs you to bend down and pray to him every day.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's probably somebody who's very, like, humble, low standards or whatever. Just try to be a nice person, and he'll, you know,
Yeah.
reward you for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I believe.
Yeah. You know, I mean, God is such a loaded word. Everybody imagines something that God is, when God is like this, the way I see it, it's more like a force that drives life onwards. It's like this force. It's energy, it's everything, the source that makes everything happen. And it's in everything and it's in everyone. And the point is that we're each one pinpoint of that source, trying to know and understand itself. Or like Alan Watts used to say, I love Alan Watts. I don't know if you know Alan Watts, but
I've heard of him. I think he's like a philosopher as well, and he's
yeah.
somebody who's into arts.
hmm So he said that we are an aperture through which the universe is looking at itself. So I think, we're all part of that source, and we are all part of God. and not to say children of God, because that's just so cliche, but we are each God, a
Like
little
part of God,
particle.
like
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
we're each like the same amount of, you know, like everything is just that spark of life trying to experience life, or in whatever way we have, at our means. Like everybody has a certain amount of consciousness to experiment and experience with. So even humans, people have different amounts of consciousness to experience themselves. So the thing is that somebody may not have the amount of consciousness that you have to understand life the way you do, you know? So, like a blind person can't understand color, a blind person that's never seen color can't see color with their eyes, but maybe they can understand it through other
and but
means.
then you don't feel the same way a blind person feels. Like your
Yeah.
senses are enhanced,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you're the way that you're or whatever. So it's just different for everybody. I get that.
Yeah. And the point is to, like you said, just be nice. Just
It's
live
just
life and
enjoy.
enjoy it and know yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I think that is the point of life, to know yourself and experience yourself. Be happy and
Hmm.
joyful and,
To
have
know yourself
fun.
is part of the journey. Figuring yourself out and then
Yeah.
knowing yourself
Yeah.
is is the main aspect in my book. I think. Might
Mm-hmm.
be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
And,
it's just that I don't like to force my opinions down everybody's throats. That's what
mm-hmm.
bothers me about these lectures more than anything. Just
Yeah.
leave me alone. You
Yeah,
know.
some people don't know how to have fun and they don't want other people to have fun either. But we can't let those people tell us that we can't have fun.
It's not about fun. It's just like I'm not somebody who's like into partying or whatever, and like I fit the religious quota really well. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do any of those things. I
Mm-hmm.
never had a girlfriend either. Like
You're so
that's
young,
how.
Harry. Just give it some time. Just kidding.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
I'm 19. I'm 19. People at 19 have girlfriends.
Is that
Like
bad to
I
have a girlfriend?
hmm?
Is it bad to have a girlfriend?
My dad at
Is it
18
bad?
he had. Is it no? Okay. Is it bad? No, it's not. Like what I'm saying is like okay, the girlfriend aspect is more of an accident than a choice,
Mm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be in a relationship, but like other than that, like smoking and drinking, it's more of a choice, like where I choose not to drink and smoke.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I fit the religious quota really well. It's just I don't believe in the other things.
Mm-hmm.
That makes
Right.
sense at all.
It's okay to be virtuous or to have your own standards of life. And
Yeah,
okay,
I feel
Kylie,
really
thank you
amazing
so
you said
much
that.
for. I'm just saying bye to Kylie. Thank you for stopping
Yeah.
by. Have a good weekend. See you next time. Yeah. So, yeah, it's good to take care of your body and your spirit, and that's what spirituality is about.
So you're somebody who's more spiritual.
I am. Yeah.
Ah,
I
interesting.
like to think of myself as a spiritual person. I mean, just in being more introspective and being more mindful. Is spirituality really more than being mindful and paying attention to what happens inside you as well? Like that's what spirituality is about. Paying attention to what you don't necessarily see with your eyes and experience with your, not only to the bodily part, but to the mental part and to the feeling part. And I think that's spirituality. And trying to do things that feel good for yourself and for other people and seeing how things affect you in the long run. So,
I used to be spiritual when I was how old was I? Like 17, 16, 17. Yeah.
mhm.
Started this whole journey when I was 15. the whole spiritual thing. Yeah. And then I just came to the conclusion that I don't know, and I'd
Hmm.
rather not bother with it.
Hmm. Well, you can't
That
really
gave
run
me
away from it, you know, because
like,
we are
what do you mean?
spiritual. Well, because we are spiritual beings, you can't run away from your spirit. You can never run away from yourself.
No, no,
Yeah,
no, no, no. Not bother with it as in like, with the whole God thing. Not
right,
bother with
right.
that aspect. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I stopped bothering with that.
yeah.
It's like, okay, cool. Let's see. After I die, I'll probably know. You
Yeah,
know,
the
or
concept of
maybe
God doesn't have anything to do with spirituality, I don't think.
no. It does. It does. Fundamentally, it's like spirituality won't exist if there's no, like primary source of energy as you describe it, like as you describe God, right?
Well, there's a
So
difference between
fundamentally, it does.
religion and spirituality.
I know. I'm not making that case. What I'm saying is like fundamentally, like spirituality is a sort of religion which is very versatile. Everybody has their own definition of spirituality or whatever, and it's good for them.
Yeah. I don't see spirituality is more for me is more being in tune with myself and not really trying to fit into any category. Like I'm not trying to fit into a religion. Religion is about categories, and if you think that spirituality is also about categories, then I don't feel the need to be there. But, you know,
Everything
like
is a category in some sense.
I'm a category of my own. Just kidding.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I suppose.
spirituality is a category. Religious groups or religion is a category. You know, me being
See,
agnostic is also a category. So
y-
everybody's into some sort of category.
yeah, yeah. But the thing
Yeah.
is, you don't have to think about it all the time. Like, you don't have to say, I am that kind of person. But if somebody asks me, well, I suppose I'm spiritual, but I don't go around my whole life and my whole day thinking about it, like I don't try to fit into it,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, makes sense.
category. It's just like being,
That
you know, a,
just be you, just enjoy the day,
yeah,
just don't
exactly.
overthink with all these things. Just relax.
Yeah, exactly.
Arrows DIY says, "Hey Laura,
Oh, hey, how are you? Um, I'm trying to remember the name. I'm gonna remember it.
you can unsubscribe now."
Hang on, hang
uh,
on, hang on. Oh, I'm terrible with names, but I'll remember it. Don't tell me. Something with F. Pretty sure it's something with.
should have just ended at "Hey," not trying to say the name. If you don't remember.
All right. My mind is still working. I'm still working on the name, but in the meantime, okay, let's do this one. Let's do the big. So this one is into this with a black 3.0, but so I'm not gonna paint over the varnish part, over the black matte part. I'm just going to paint over the metallic paint part. It's gonna make it so shiny.
This is really cool. Acrylics again?
Acrylics, yeah. I did an
Mm.
impasto. This took like
Ah.
three days to dry too. It's really textured.
So how long did you you know, when did you paint this?
About a month ago.
Oh, so it must be dry by now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's dry. Yeah, it took
Like
about.
properly dry,
Yeah, it's
ready to
cured.
varnish.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
it's cured.
Space monkey. I actually I'm very happy with the piece. Surprisingly.
Surprisingly, why is that?
Because I was expecting, like, see, I've been experimenting with such pop art pieces, right? The good ones I post, the bad ones I cover it up,
Mhm.
right? Like nobody gets to know this happened.
Yeah, sometimes I do that too. Like if I'm not proud, if I'm not proud with a piece, then what's the point, you know? Like it's okay for it to be just
Yeah,
an experiment or just a practice piece that I don't need to show to people. That's all right. Nothing to be
yeah.
ashamed.
I know. That's why I'm like, I don't show the bad pieces to anybody. That's all.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, works now. Yeah. I'm planning to add like logos of companies. Like the cigarette is made by Starbucks. Maybe I don't know. I'm waiting for Starbucks cigarettes. Every
Starbucks
you know,
cigarettes?
yeah. Every pretentious you know teenage teenager will like just start smoking because Starbucks released it and it's cool now.
Hmm.
I hate people who go to Starbucks and then like take a photo of their like you know this thing and then
Yeah.
post it on Instagram or share it on Snapchat. Like Jesus, grow up. Yeah, I
Can't
I, I
change
find them
people,
very
Harry. He can't change people. And guess what? There's always gonna be stupid people to annoy you. You have to kind of
listen. I'm a
cover up
very
your.
nitpicky person.
Well, as long as it doesn't
I,
bother you too much, you know. I
no,
mean.
no, no. It gives me pleasure. It's like I look at. It's like you know. Sometimes you look at videos of kids getting hurt and you laugh because the
Hmm.
physics of like a small person flying into air and like getting hurt is
Yeah,
funny.
it is funny.
Yeah, yeah. And you're like, that shit won't happen to me. You know, there's this like ego boost that you get deep down. You're like, that shit's not me. I'm
Hmm.
better than that. That's what like teenagers my age give to me most of the times.
Hmm.
They'll go somewhere, take a photo of the food before they start eating. You know, right? Something bad happens, I just look at Instagram stories and I'm like, see, something happened. I'm stupid, but like I'm not that stupid. You know?
Hmm.
Yeah. I think it's good to compare yourself to others when you have to give yourself an ego boost and you're down, like like a very shitty place.
Yeah.
You can be like, at least I'm not a teenager or who grew up on Instagram. Yeah. I mean, I did grow up on Instagram to a certain degree, but like I got access to internet quite late, so I'm quite happy about that
Yeah,
personally.
I did too. Thank you so much, Favi. It's Favi.
Family.
Arrows DIY.
Yeah.
I knew it was F. I knew it was F, and it's a unique name. That's why I couldn't remember it.
Unique names are usually easier to remember.
Yeah, usually, if you're
Yeah.
mentally right, if you're a little mentally challenged, then everything is a little difficult.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite
I used to
happy.
say I used to say Louis to Louis. I used to call Louis Louis.
Hello.
I don't know. Yeah. It's like the French way because like I studied French,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I
Louis.
was like Louis. That's how they say it, Louis.
Louis.
Make
Yeah.
it sound more exquisite than it actually is.
Yeah. Well, he is Italian, so I guess Luigi would be Luigi.
Oh, so I was like accidentally close enough.
Close enough.
Yeah. Uh, you're from Romania, right?
Yep. Yes, ma'am, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Romania.
This is like near. This is like Eastern European.
It's kind of like Central European, rather. Kind of like in the middle of Europe.
Oh, Lewis is your. He's
Lois,
just been trying.
finally. He heard that. Yeah, he's like, ooh, my name. I heard my
My
name.
name.
Of course. Fair
Yeah.
enough. You know, a person's name is the sweetest word in their world, you know, in any language. A person's name, that's what they would think that is the most special word. How to win
I
friends and
don't think so.
influence people.
Hmm?
It's from the book How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Ah, you won't be able to influence me with that logic, though.
No. You
Yeah, I
mean
don't think.
when when people say Harry, you don't feel all warm and fuzzy inside?
No,
You're very different
why
then.
would I? It's just a name. Cool. I didn't get a choice
Justin.
to choose the name. Like,
Mm, so you don't feel
there's no
connected with the name?
not really.
Mm,
It's like it's like people taking pride in their nationality or like some group that they were
mm-hmm.
born into.
Right.
Like, yeah, you can be happy about it, you
Mm-hmm.
know, happy, that's fine. Pride, seriously, are you going to be prideful about something that you did not do, actively, didn't actively do anything to achieve that?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
It
patriotic
shouldn't.
pride.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
get it either. I'm totally with you on that.
yeah. It's like,
It's
okay,
not a,
cool.
I gotta say, Harry, it's not a popular opinion. People do not like that sort of
You know,
thinking,
yeah,
the
yeah,
way
yeah.
we think, because people are very patriotic and prideful, and, they won't understand, but I
Yeah,
agree with you. Yeah.
I remember while growing up, right? Like, my mom asked me, are you proud to be Sikh?" At that point of time, I was like, "Yeah, sure." Like, I was like, "Cool." I don't know what that, you know, has to do with anything, but I just said yes. And now that I think about it, I'm happy to be Sikh. That's my religion. But like,
Ah,
proud, bit too
mm-hmm.
much.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
there are too many things in this world that already boost your ego unnecessarily. Do you really want something else as well?
I agree. Totally agree with you. Yeah, so much
Like,
ego boosting, exactly.
yeah, isn't Twitter enough for you, egomaniacs?
Just be happy to be alive.
Just do whatever. Like, who gives a fuck?
Be proudful, or not even like pride is a very ugly word. No wonder it's a capital sin. But take pride and be, happy and satisfied with your own accomplishments. Now with
Yeah,
something that you absolutely
and
had no artistic talent or thought. Like not it
and
takes
most important,
nothing.
and most importantly, just shut the fuck up. It's not that complicated. And just shut up. It's not that difficult.
It is. For a lot of
Yeah,
people, shutting up is the hardest thing.
ironic coming from me, but yeah.
Sometimes we say things that are advice to our own selves.
Yeah, I've seen people being hypocrite, and people who preach about being humble
Hmm.
are the most prideful people I know. People
Yeah.
who preach about being faithful are the biggest cheaters I know. It's kind of
Hmm.
fun.
Yeah.
So
Funny, but not haha funny.
depends on what kind of situation you are in. But like, yeah, from a third person's perspective, it's hilarious.
Hmm. Yeah. People, what can you do?
Yeah, here I
Sometimes,
am.
yeah, sometimes you're ashamed of being part of the human race, right?
Not really.
Well, you have a
No,
lot to
that
learn.
no, no,
Just
no, no.
kidding.
It's just like being ashamed of being part of something implies that you think you're better than that particular thing in question.
And yes, of course, you're
Okay.
better.
That
No,
you
just
sound. I think you spend too much time with Louis.
no, just not subscribing to some of the stupid stuff that humans do, you know? Like sometimes I
Yeah,
don't
but
feel like I'm part of all of these cultural things that people do. I don't want to be part of the whole,
no, no,
you
no.
know?
That I agree with. That's not something that we disagree on. It's just like the part where you think, you're ashamed of being human or part of the human race. That sentiment I can't get behind, because like it's like it implies that the individual who's like ashamed is better than the you know whole human race.
Mm-hmm.
Like deep down, that's what they think of themselves.
Well,
Doesn't mean you have to be proud to be human. Like, like the human race is the best thing that ever happened to this planet. I don't know about the best thing happened to the planet or not. You know, but
just
I'm
think,
definitely not better than human race, collectively
uh,
speaking.
no, no, not better than the human race, but say make better choices than the 70% of our cultural,
Yeah, but isn't
where
that
we
like a
stand
privileged
culturally.
perspective?
Hmm?
Isn't that like a privileged perspective, because you're talking about, oh, this could have been better, but like you can't really say that. You're not in the place of saying that, because that thing has already happened and you are in the future, so you already have the privilege of knowing what happened. Whereas if you know supported something and then that thing turned out to be wrong, you don't get to say that. So you can't really judge people for their past mistakes, because you weren't really in that place. You don't know the context. And that applies for the whole human race as well.
Well, say aliens visit and they
Yeah.
see the bad things that are happening, and you know that you personally would not endorse any of those things, and you're a little bit, like ashamed of like a bad father that did something, and you wouldn't have done those things like that, and you don't do things like that, and yeah, you feel a little bit better maybe, or maybe a little more wise, and in a sense you feel a little ashamed that you have to be put in the same category with some people.
If aliens visited, right, and they were like, conquering us for being failures, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And if they're like checking, like, oh, you supported this stuff, then you're good to go. And if you were against this stuff, like, this if you were protesting the atrocities that were happening, right, or were not in it, like, you'll be spared,
Mm-hmm.
right, and then you'll be left alone so that the planet can grow, and all the people who are guilty of doing the stupid things are killed, right, then I'll be fine. However, if you're grouping everybody together, right, and killing everybody on sight, or just enslaving them, not even killing them, because enslaving people is like more resourceful, right? So I would just end it. It'd be like, cool. I don't want to live like a slave. Just see ya. You know, it's not that precious to me that I'll actively fight against a whole species that can like travel intergalactically,
Mm-hmm.
and conquer planets while doing at it.
Yeah.
There's no shot in hell I am fighting them and winning. Yeah,
Oh,
maybe I want to
that's
like,
it.
if I want to be like prideful, I can be like, suicide mission or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That I can die with.
I think I painted
If that
all of them that I wanted to paint. I also have this one here, this big, see it in a little bit. It's a big pour that I did. I think it's a 20 by 40 inch. I don't know. Either way, it's a big one. But thinking of, I'll take your opinions on it as soon as it comes up on screen. Uh,
it's really good.
Fast. You see it?
Y- yeah, 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 I do.
So it's a Frankenstein painting, and it has the story of Frankenstein. Hopefully, it's not glaring. But down here with the girl and Frankenstein's monster, and then the burning mill, and then Frankenstein's profile. And I was thinking painting this portion behind him that is green, painting that black to offer more contrast. I don't know if you
Yeah, so
can
that
see
like
it.
the Frankenstein and the characters are more visible if you
Yeah,
remove the green.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was thinking of doing that before I
Because
varnish it.
yeah, because like the green and the orange contrast a lot, and you can't even see the Frankenstein and the girl.
Yeah. So I guess I'll be doing that. Maybe I'll just do that right now. Why not?
No, wait. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The green from the top of like the Frankenstein's head,
Yeah,
if that makes
behind
sense.
him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the blue part would like get extended or whatever. So extended to a darker blue or black.
Yeah, black.
Yeah. Would you be painting right now, or are
Yeah.
you done varnishing everything?
Yeah, I'm done varnishing, so I'm just gonna... I still have this one to varnish, the one with the fish and the girl, but I actually want to add some different highlights on the bottom of the cliff. I realized what I was doing, how I can make it better. So I'm not gonna varnish it quite yet. I'm still working on it. 'Cause I really like that one a lot, actually. I guess I'm gonna put my paintbrush in water now, my varnish brush, and get the stuff out of the way. So little space. Yeah, philosophical conversation and all.
I thought somebody text like sent something on the live this thing. I'm sorry, I've been awfully quiet. I think that's a good thing once in a while. But
That's alright. Gonna look like it's kind of like this, sideways. You can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna just get some black paint.
okay, I'll be sending something on the Discord
Mm-hmm.
channel,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I need your recommendation, like how to do, how to go about the rest of it.
My recommendation?
Yeah, with the space monkey piece.
Ah. Okay.
So far, I'm quite happy with it, but I just need some advice.
Mm-hmm. Let me know when you put it there so that I
Just
can
a
go
sec.
to the
I'll
other
be.
room.
It's up.
All right. So
Yeah. So, hello.
I really like
Hey.
it. I like it,
Yeah.
Harry. I had to go in the other room to see it.
Uh, okay. 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 So the question is, what should I do with the circle that he's he's placed in, right? And what should I do outside the circle? Because my plan is to make it look like he's in a space shuttle. You know. So should I
So
paint the background a darker gray, or should I leave it like this?
yeah, I
I was
think you
thinking of
should.
like I was thinking like the circle would be a darker gray, and the rest of the space that's there, I'll just like make it all black, and then
Mm-hmm.
write all these things like space monkey,
Ah.
good soldier in space.
Uh-huh.
That's the aesthetic I want to go with.
Yeah.
I was thinking of going with it. I don't know.
Yeah, I like it. If you paint that outer part as a space shuttle, like a gray, and then you just you can make the little rivets around the window or however a space shuttle looks like on the outside.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
you
I should
can
have like
add,
rivet.
yeah, all sorts of little details around the windows, around those round.
Yeah, you know what? You know what I'll do? You know what I'll do? I'll make the helmet as if it's from Amazon,
Hmm.
and like the space shuttle is from Tesla.
Ah,
Yeah, so that's like all commercialized and everything.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I'll make the cigarette from Starbucks because
Starbucks cigarette.
this is where we at as like a society. So
Starbucks cigarettes.
everything Starbucks cigarettes is what I need to see.
Cool.
That needs to happen.
Are there a lot of Starbucks in Mumbai, Harry?
No, it's a big thing though. It's like okay, so we all know Starbucks is like overpriced and everything,
Mm-hmm.
right? We collectively agree as a human race, like no, it's expensive for no reason,
Mm-hmm.
right? But like uh there's not a lot of them, but whatever they are, like like how many Starbucks, whatever, right? I can't speak right now. I can't think. Looking for Amazon logo,
Starbucks coffee
copy.
shops.
Yeah. So basically, okay, I'll just stop looking that up and like talk. Okay, so it's a big thing because it's like a thing for cloud. It's a cloud thing rather than it being famous. It's famous, but it's more for cloud. You know, everybody who goes there is like, oh, you know what? I'll just add this to my story.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know, yeah, that's the kind of stuff that like I don't personally vibe with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Interesting. Well, I'm sure there's a niche for your kind of going against the culture.
Oh, there is. That's what my friends are like as well. They're like
Oh.
these people who do this, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Probably very sad life. Like, yeah, externally they have really good friends, and everything, but internally it's all hollow shit.
Well, you know, Harry,
I
everybody just tries to be happy, and some people don't know how to be
Yeah,
happy except for those kind of ways, you know? Like,
yeah, but
uh,
materialism it won't really serve them best in the long run,
well, that's
will
for
it?
them to figure it out, man. Everybody's got.
Yeah, I know, and it kind of saddens me that people have to figure it out the hard way.
But it's good to revolutionize, you know, like to open to raise awareness to the message. That's good. Good.
Maybe I don't know. I think it's better for them to realize that like it's not good for them in the long run, and they
They
know it.
will.
It's not like people don't know it. They do. It's just they
Mm-hmm.
still act on it. Is what baffles me.
Mm-hmm.
The
Well,
whole like impulsive, materialistic stuff.
mm-hmm.
That what
Yeah.
that's what like saddening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's people. What can you do?
Okay. There's no such thing as happiness. Of course.
Well, you can't
Yeah.
buy happiness, you know, if you're not happy, if you can't produce your own happiness, if you can't mentally will yourself to find happiness in everyday life, in life, you can't find it in anything else. Like the only Zen that you'll find on top of a mountain is the Zen that you bring with you. Another piece of wisdom. Yeah, like you can't find happiness in pleasure. Pleasure is momentary and it's not
People are meant to be
happiness.
subdued, says Lewis.
Oh, people are made to be
Yeah.
subdued by you, by Lewis, of course.
Thank God Lewis is not God. World is a
Lu-
much safer place. There
Ooh.
might be children in Africa starving, but thank God Lewis is not God.
I actually like that, how that looks much better with the darker round, but I still left it a little bit transparent. You can still kind of see the
See, it's a
texture.
green background, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to let this dry before I varnish it.
Yeah. You know, Amazon is actually holding NASA back from doing manned missions to moon
Are they? Those bastards. Why?
because his space project was like not selected. In fact, it was
Mm-hmm.
Tesla's project that was selected over his. So Jeff Bezos had a fit like through thing. You have gotten a lot of work done today, Laura. Okay, says Lewis.
Thanks, Lewis. Well, I didn't paint this whole thing, but yeah, I varnished a lot of paintings. And now I just have to put hooks on a lot of them, because a lot of them don't have hooks and hanging mechanisms and stuff. I have to give all of these a second and a third coat. Some of them, like this one, need to have, like a quote on them. So it's still a lot of work, but I still have a week-ish until the art show. So, but I think I'm kind of done for the day actually, because I don't know. I need to let everything dry before I give it another coat. So yeah, thanks Harry for keeping me company, and thank you Lewis and Fabi if you're still here. And Kylie already said goodbye, and thanks Pete if you're still here. You guys enjoy your weekend. And
You too. See ya.
see you,
Bye.
Harry. Bye. Bye, guys.